Hi everyone, we're now going to talk about how we distribute a monomial to a polynomial. So if you guys see here, we have a monomial outside of the parenthesis because I only have one term. And then we have a polynomial inside of the parenthesis because it has more than one term. It actually has three terms, which means it's a trinomial. Okay, so whenever you have a number that is sitting right outside of a parenthesis, you are going to distribute that term to everything inside of your parenthesis. So you're going to start with the first term and multiply it to all three terms in your parenthesis. Now don't forget, when you multiply variables that have exponents, you add the exponents. Now the coefficients, or the numbers in front of the variable, you will multiply together. But the exponents we're going to be adding together. So just be careful. There's a lot of tricky steps and a lot of things that you can get mixed up. So just be careful when you're multiplying two polynomials together. Okay, well let's get going. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I'm going to start with the 4x squared and multiply it to the 5x to the 4th. Okay, so I'm going to start by multiplying these two together. Okay, so when you multiply these two together, you're going to multiply the numbers in front. So 4 times 5 gives me 20. And then since I have two variables with exponents, when you multiply those together, you actually add the exponents. So 2 plus 4 will give me a 6. So x to the 6th. All right, then I'm going to multiply it to the next term. So 4x squared times negative 3x squared. Well, let's multiply the numbers in front of the variables. 4 times negative 3 gives me a negative 12. And then when you multiply the variables together, you add the exponents. So 2 plus 2 is going to give me x to the 4th. And then lastly, I'm going to multiply 4x squared to the 2. Now, I have a 4 and a 2 I can multiply. So 4 times 2 gives me an 8. Since I don't have a variable to combine my x squared to, okay, I'm just going to bring it on down. So it'll be 8x squared. Like that. Guys, and then when you get done, if you have any like terms, you just simply add and subtract them together, like we did in the previous section when we talked about how to add and subtract polynomials. Okay, so remember, you start with the highest exponent term, which x to the 6th is my highest exponent, and I don't have any more x to the 6th terms, which means I don't have any like terms. So I can't combine that one to anything. My 12x to the 4th is my next highest term, and I don't have any other x to the 4th terms. So I don't have anything to combine it to, so I'm going to leave that alone. And then my x squared term is my only x squared term. So I don't have any like terms, you guys. So guess what? This is my final answer. And that's it.